Orders. Your commission has been reactivated. You're back in the Air Force.
The Cadmus Arc is a major storyline that spans several episodes of the Justice League and the Justice League Unlimited animated series. If you haven't watched our previous videos, you can hit the card on the top right of the screen to watch the playlist. This week's episode, we're going to talk about Justice League's Unlimited episode, Question Authority.
Civil War back on his home planet. Guess he thought things would be easier here.
This episode does not sugarcoat anything, neither do the heroes. I freaking love this underrated episode. It starts with Mantis, a rogue new god, attacking Metropolis. Superman and Captain Atom arrive and battle it out, and Superman manages to use a boom tube to send Mantis back to Apocalypse. In previous episodes, we have seen Captain Atom in different teams, kinda butting heads with other League members and trying to adjust to them and their personalities. But I like this episode because we get to see Cap and Superman get along and building up a great rapport. But when the dust settles and Metropolis is secure again, Lois Lane swoops in to remind Superman of something far more important than fighting an alien invader: their date. Superman promises to make today one to remember, declaring that he's got a romantic picnic all planned out for the two of them. While they're having their picnic, Lois brings an important topic that we the viewers, Batman, and other Leaguers have been questioning. She's anxious about the League's increasing power, quote-unquote heavy-handing methods of saving the world.
The muscle you guys throw around, you're starting to scare me.
I'll admit, we got a lot of power, but we only use it to help.
Like when you and Captain Marvel wrecked Lexor City on national television? Or maybe you mean when you fired that big space gun in the desert?
We come on a little strong sometimes, but it's for the people's own good.
That sounds like something Lex would say.
Don't even joke about that. I'm nothing like Lex Luthor.
Superman says with complete certainty that he is nothing like Lex, but Lois is not having it. She reminds him that in the end, he has to get the public to believe that the League is a tool of good, of justice, not just power. Meanwhile, the Question, paranoid, on the brink of uncovering something that can turn the world upside down. See, his mission was to prove the link between Lex Luthor and Project Cadmus. With the help of Huntress, he steals a highly protected file from the government's console, but what he finds in this file is something horrific. Video clip of the Justice League Lord Superman, the alternate Superman from another dimension that we saw murdering President Luthor. The consequences are mind-boggling, and the Question can't help but believe that it is inevitable in their world. Luthor will rise to presidency, the Flash will die, and then in a rage of revenge, Superman will destroy the government, and the world will be on fire. He goes to Superman and tells him everything he's uncovered.
Universe version of the Justice League came to our world to rid it of crime just as they did on their own world. I also know what you didn't tell anyone outside of the original 7 members of the Justice League. On that other Earth, so very much like ours, a Superman so very much like you killed the president. Didn't you recently try to lobotomize Doomsday with your heat vision, just as the Justice Lord did?
That's different.
It's the same. Fully armed watchtower with an army of proactive heroes. Luthor running for president. If it's not quite the same, it soon will be. Have you seen Amanda Waller's computer simulations?
Batman told me about them.
Did he tell you all the models predict that a war between the Justice League and the government will devastate the planet?
We would never fight the government.
Not even if Luthor was the government? Predestined. Flash will die. You will kill Luthor. Armageddon. Inevitable.
Question. I'm worried about you. You're mixed up. This world isn't like the other one. We're not the Justice Lords. Those things you're afraid of will never happen here. I won't let them.
But what he hears is false promises from a god. He starts to spin out of control, and he believes that he must get to Luthor before it's too late. He must act before the government finds out that he was the one that stole those files. So he goes to Lex Luthor with a plan to kill him before the future can happen. He can take the blame. He can change the future. He can prevent Armageddon. We find out early in the episode that Lex Luthor is in remission. He's cancer-free. How?
I don't know. Might be the vest. It might be an unexpected effect of the kryptonite poisoning that gave you the disease in the first place.
The question confronts Lex Luthor at Luthor Tower. Lex Luthor grabs him and smacks him around as if he's gotten superhuman strength. The question is taken, and we realize that he's been taken by Dr. Moon of Cadmus, and he torments him, trying to find out the files he stole. But the question basically just gives him cryptic conspiracy theories under interrogation, and it's been days. So what does Huntress do? She kidnaps Jimmy Olsen to get to Superman, and she tells him about the incriminating tape that she found out and also questioned, and most likely has been taken alive by Cadmus. Superman initially is hesitant on following the League's protocol, only acting on legal authority, but when Huntress reminds him that Cadmus is interrogating Question on behalf of the government, Superman agrees to help off the books. Superman and Huntress break into Cadmus. They fight off some guards and Superman x-rays for the Question, but he finds an old friend, Professor Hamilton. He confronts him. Hamilton tells Superman after the incident, after witnessing Superman go rogue, he turned to Cadmus, not out of malice, but out of conviction. Hamilton believes that heroes are no longer saving the world. They're trying to control it. He expresses no regret for his actions, arguing that someone must keep Superman and other metahumans in check before their unchecked power brings about catastrophe. I love this episode because it starts to open the eyes of Superman. It's questioning his morals and philosophical questions. Can the League be trusted with such power, and can it be unchecked? Yes, you can say it reminds you of another story from another universe, but what do we do when heroes, the very one who are supposed to save us, start looking more like dictators? And where would that line be crossed? In this case, that line gets drawn if Superman kills Lex Luthor. Following the break-in at Cadmus, Superman and Huntress rescue the Question, but their escape is anything but straightforward. They're confronted by Captain Atom, now operating under direct government orders. He is the military at this point. The encounter is jarring. I mean, especially for Superman, who suddenly finds himself at odds with a former ally, someone who shared the League's core values. Here it is, the big battle of the ideals of justice and the mechanisms of power at play for the viewers, for us. I love the way this episode ends because it really is pushing this moral question. It's grounding this hero of heroes, Superman, into a conundrum, but also possibly to a breaking point in his justice, into seeing if he does become the Superman Justice Lord. This episode remains one of my favorites for that reason. Can we really believe in Superman? Do we think this Superman is trustworthy? Now I'm questioning my belief, and I hate that I'm feeling like this. But what did you like or dislike about this episode? Thanks for watching. Till then, see you next time.
Topically applied fluoride doesn't prevent tooth decay. It does render teeth detectable by spy satellite. The plastic tips at the ends of shoelaces are called aglets. Their true purpose is sinister. There was a magic bullet. It was forged by Illuminati mystics to prevent us from learning the truth.